Hi guys, welcome to another 2-minute devotion with Dad. We just backtracking a little bit into Mark chapter 8. I was just opening my Bible and just rereading through the last little bit that I've been reading. We've been through this before and something just jumped out at me just to research a little bit. So I did. And as you can probably tell, we're going to do a word study. But it's really interesting, just the way the New Living Translation renders a couple of these phrases. I just wanted to go through it and make it more real, I guess. So Jesus called the crowd and said, "If anyone wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your own cross, and follow me. But if you hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake and for the sake of the good news, you will save it." So we know where the whole gist of where it's going. And I don't want to refute the meaning of what's being said, but I just wanted to go to something here. So in Mark 8:35, "For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it." So let's go into that for a second. It's a very interesting rendering. "For whosoever his life shall save shall lose it. For whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it." Now, the same word, apolomy, is used for losing, because he says shall lose it and shall lose it. Whereas in the New Living Translation, if you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you shall find it. So if we go into this word apolomy, this is where it gets interesting. So, to destroy, to put out of the way entirely, abolish, put an end to ruin, to render useless, to kill, to declare that one must be put to death, to devote or give over to eternal misery in hell, to perish, be lost, ruined, destroyed, to destroy, to lose. That is no accident there. There is no phrase. The closest we get is F. To lost, be destroyed, ruined. Even then, it's like it's an act of the will. So if you try to hang on to your life the way it sounds like it's an accident, it'll slip between your fingers. You'll let it go. It'll get away from you. No, this is not the word. Jesus says you're going to destroy yourself if you try to hang on to what you have. Just think about that for a second. The more we hold on and grip tighter to the things we don't want to lose, the more we stand a chance to actually actively destroy the very thing we're trying to save. That goes a lot deeper than, hey, you'll just lose it. And then the same word, "Whosoever shall lose his life for my sake shall save it." So now we go read it in that context. Whosoever shall actively put out of the way, abolish, destroy, render useless, kill your own life. So the things that you actually were now trying to hold on to, you actually have to make an act of the will to put away and destroy and render useless. So that in order to do that, you shall save it. Now, save is the sozo, and it literally means save, to rescue from danger, destruction. Down further it says to make well, heal, restore to health, preserve from danger or destruction. So it's the actual opposite to save in the technical biblical sense. So we have a juxtaposition here. It's like opposite terms. where Jesus is now literally saying the opposite shall happen of those who actively seek to destroy and put away and render useless those things. But don't forget, there's a catch. For my sake and the Gospels. So it doesn't mean we all have to go out and become pastors now. But what it means is you've got to read the context. We need to do this so that it helps to propel Jesus' name and the Gospel's name. So it's just a very interesting, rendering of this phraseology of the NLT. And hear my heart, I'm not against this translation. Actually, it's one of my most favourite ones to read when I'm not reading New King James or Old King James. For this reason, because it most of the time it really sticks closely with, if you go back to some of the phraseologies, the way it renders today's words, the old Greek terms, it's actually not too bad. There's just a few times it still catches itself out. And this one, I just wonder if it sort of doesn't really properly paint a picture of what this verse really does imply. If you try to hang on, just hold on to it. Actually, you'd rather than just lose it, you're going to totally destroy. And we just needed, I just wanted to get across the implications of what really is at stake here. There's no accident in this Bible. In the book that God has ordained for his word, there is no accident. Sometimes the way we interpret it or re-render it is a mistake, I believe. But go back to those Greeks, go back to those Hebrews. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to show you quickly. So, in the same verse, in the concordance, when we go down to lose, apolemy, I forgot to show you in here, you've got the Septuagint Greek concordance. Now this is all Old Testament. And then when you go through these, renderings of the word, it's all about destroying, absolutely destroying. Destroy these people from the face of the earth. I want to get rid of them all. Egypt is destroyed. There's so many. Every time there's a reference to this apolemy equivalent in the Old Testament, it's all about people being absolutely destroyed. And so that really helps to lock in the implications and connotations of this word. I mean, I'm just doing quick scrolls. Look how many times it's everywhere. So this word definitely is not meant to take any prisoners. And now this is the New Testament. So it's about the angel destroying, getting rid of the members of your body that are going to take you to hell. Finds its life shall lose it. Destroy these wicked men, sons of thunder. All this stuff. So that really just helps to lock in, the context of all these things. And once again, this will just keep going. There's a few more there. So that's just what I wanted to share as well, to help you have a true, a true picture of what's going on here, and keep things real, I guess. So have a think about that. Once again, everything I say, pray about it, give it to God, make sure that this is right for you, because I don't want to put people off the word. I don't want to make this a watered down doctrine. I'm just trying to share Jesus with you, the words, his life, everything straight from his mouth through these pages. What does it mean for us? And the word can mean 1,000 things for different people. So just make sure it applies for you in the correct way, and pray that God will use this for you. Bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.